Shalom. Call Loyum Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai by Hashem Rachakudash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the elect. I want to start here in Luke 21, verse 28. It says, "And when these things begin to come to pass, then look up and lift up your heads, for your redemption draweth nigh." Now, when you read a few verses prior, Yahushai is giving signs to look out for in order to know when his return is going to take place, right? So that's what we were given, signs and different prophecies to watch out for. And that's why the scriptures say watch as well as pray. So when these things happen, we're supposed to look up, right? And lift up our heads, spiritually or metaphorically speaking, meaning to ride this wave of prophecy or ride this momentum of prophecy. And of course, that's what this video is going to be called, because that's what's happening right now. There are so many things going on, not just here in Babylon the Great, but globally around the world. And sometimes you can just feel waking up like it's a monotonous routine and we're so close, but nothing's really happening. And it's not happening as fast as you want or the way you want or as large of a scale as you want. But the Lord is, like brothers say, a master chess player. He's 1,000,000,000 steps ahead of Esau, Edom. He's the one controlling the hearts of the kings, like the scriptures say in the book of Proverbs. And so many things are taking place around the globe. And because of that, we have to ride this current wave of prophecy, ride this current momentum in order to keep us enthusiastic, because that's what it's all coming down to. The name of the game is endurance. Can you endure? Can you endure unto the end, like the scriptures say? He that endureth unto the end, the same shall be saved. And let me grab that really quickly. Matthew 24, I believe, right? Matthew 24 and verse 13, the one that's not highlighted. It says, "But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved." So we have to keep that at the forefront of our minds, asking the Lord to give us the spirit of endurance. That's what we want. And that's a gift. The spirit to endure, that's a gift that can only be given to us from on high, from Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai. And the way you do that, though, is by watching. You're looking out for these prophecies, and you're using these prophecies and different signs to keep you excited, to keep you remembering, oh yeah, you know what? This is what the Lord said will be happening in these end days. I'm measuring the time diligently. I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm doing the will of the Father. Let me make sure I keep staying on this right path. Let me make sure I keep repenting, keep praying and fasting and building up my spirit for that day, because we're close. And that's what all this points to. All this points to us being close. And with that being said, one of the scriptures I had queued up is this. I wanted to get his Hebrews chapter 3, because this is a big reason why we bring out prophecy. Hebrews 3 verse 13. "But exhort one another daily, while it is called today, lest any of you be hardened through the deceitfulness of sin." Lack of faith, lack of belief, that's a sin. So what we're doing every single day is we're bringing out prophecies. We're letting you know what times we're living in. We're pointing out signs that are leading up to Yahushai's return. And by doing that, if you're in the right spirit, it should exhort you. And it should keep you away from that deceitful spirit of sin, which is really lack of faith, unbelief. And like the scriptures say, a lot of people are going to die because of their unfaithfulness. So that's not the spirit to be in. The spirit to be in is one of endurance, is one of faith, is one of watching, because when you do those things, it should intrinsically motivate you. It should intrinsically give you enthusiasm to want to keep fighting and want to actually wake up each and every single day. You should be waking up every day excited to hear about the news, what's happening politically, what political moves are being made, what's happening economically, or what's going on with this country, that country, because all these things point to prophecy, which points to Yahweh Shai's return. And his return is what should excite us. So these signs are leading up to it, so you ride that wave of momentum. You have to ride prophecy, right? Ride that wave of prophecy, ride the momentum of prophecy. And that's why we were told this in the book of Sirach, chapter 39. But he that giveth his mind to the law of the Most High, and is occupied in the meditation thereof, will seek out the wisdom of all the ancient, and be occupied in prophecies. So when you really dive into this thing, right, and you want to really understand what these scriptures are all about, well, it's all about putting Yahweh Shai as the head man on this planet Earth. And then you have his elect men under him. And that's going to be the tabernacle, or you can say the house or throne of David, being manifested here on earth, headed by Yahweh Shai at the very, very top. And all these things happening is just to lead up into that government being established. So that's what we're looking out for. So you dive into this Bible and you understand the end goal, and the end goal is what should keep you motivated. The end goal is what should keep you enthusiastic. I'm going to keep saying that word because it's so important. You see people, when you're in this ministry for long enough, you see people literally just die out. I've seen it. We've all seen it. You see people just fizzle out and they burn out and their spirit is just gone and they just give up the fight. Well, ultimately they didn't have faith, but when you break it down, they weren't enthusiastic enough. They weren't excited. They weren't looking forward to these things that are happening on the planet Earth. Prophecy was just too boring for them. And that's why you have all these other different camps out here, and they're resorting to things like podcasts and different interviews and stuff like that because it's exciting. It gets people talking, and everybody loves drama. Everybody loves to watch someone argue and debate. But really those things are pointless because there's no point in debating prophecy. You can't debate prophecy. All you have to do is look out and see what's happening, and you measure it with what the scriptures say. And if the spirit is on you, it should be automatic. It should be obvious. And that's why you don't see us hitting podcasts like that, because there's no point. We'd bring up prophecy and they'd be like, yo, what are you doing? You're breaking script. But that's the only thing to talk about right now. There's so many things happening. So keep your minds occupied in prophecy, have the end goal in mind, and ride this wave of momentum of prophecy in order to keep you excited and enthusiastic, because that's how you endure unto the end. So Lord willing, this was edifying to the elect. Salak, if I was speaking kind of fast, trying to make this video head out, but Lord willing, this was edifying to the elect. Kohaloyim, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai Ba'ashem Rakhakudash. Shalom.